Hello again. My feelings about governments, any government, is much the same as that expressed by the mother in a cartoon in Punch magazine many years ago. The mother is sitting on the beach relaxing and saying to a little girl, "Go and see what your brother is doing and tell him to stop it." This is precisely how I feel when thinking about our present government in particular. I want to know what they are doing and then tell them to stop doing it. The reason that I feel this way is that as soon as you turn your back on governments and don't watch them like hawks, they are sure to try and pass a bad law that will make life difficult for you. Like sending you to prison if you don't fit a heat pump in your home. What? You think that this is so mad that it can't be true? Have I finally lost my mind and started inventing stuff? Not a bit of it. The latest law, which has almost finished its passage through Parliament, is commonly known as the Energy Bill. Well, actually, it has a much longer name than that. In the description to this video, I give a link to the government website, and we can read the full name of the bill, which should immediately make us suspicious, because it doesn't really tell us what this law aims to do. Here is the full name of the new law. It is a bill to make provision about energy production and security and the regulation of the energy market, including provision about licensing of carbon dioxide transport and storage, about commercial arrangements for carbon capture and storage and for hydrogen production and transportation, about new technology, including low carbon heat schemes and hydrogen grid trials, about the independent system operator and planner, about gas and electricity industry codes, about financial support for persons carrying on energy intensive activities, about heat networks, about energy smart appliances and load control, about the energy performance of premises, about energy saving opportunity schemes, about the resilience of the core fuel sector, about offshore energy production, including environmental protection, licensing and decommissioning, about the civil nuclear sector, including the civil nuclear constabulary and pensions, and for connected purposes. Well, so it deals with quite a lot, but how does it affect us? Well, that's the little bit here about premises, the energy performance of premises, which, by the way, includes your house or your flat. Hidden away in the many clauses of this awful bill are some pretty scary things. Practically every section ends with the warning that the bill makes provision for the creation of criminal offences punishable by a year's imprisonment and or a £15,000 fine. This relates to people running carbon capture storage systems and so on, and offshore installations. Not likely to affect us, but it does also apply to ordinary people like you and me. The second link I give is to the text of the entire bill, and if you scroll down to page 172, you will find that section 9 deals with energy performance and the innocuous sounding National Warmer Homes and Business Action Plan. Warmer homes, eh? Who could object to that? We read that His Majesty's Government intends to deliver on achieving a low carbon heat target of 100% of installations of relevant heating appliances and connections to relevant heat networks by 2035. 100% installation of heating appliances, by the way, is a reference to the fact that they want everywhere to have heat pumps. Achieving EPC Band C by 2035 in all UK homes where practical, cost effective and affordable. Okay, this is definitely about homes, not factories or business premises. Reading on, we find the following. Power to make energy performance regulations. The Secretary of State may make regulations for any of these purposes. And then we have enabling or requiring the energy uses or energy efficiency of premises to be assessed, certified and publicised. Enabling or requiring possible improvements in the energy usage or energy efficiency of premises to be identified and recommended. Restricting or prohibiting the marketing and disposal of premises on the basis of whether their energy uses or energy efficiency has been assessed, certified or publicised. What this means in plain language is that the government is going to be able to require homeowners to make improvements to the energy efficiency of their homes by means of insulation and heat pumps and the rest of it. What's more, they'll be able to stop you selling your house unless you cooperate in this. But suppose you don't care about making your home energy efficient. You don't particularly want to sell it, you'll just ignore all this. Is that possible? Well, we read, and I now quote from page 174, scroll down on the link that I'll give, the second link that is, the part headed Sanctions. Sanctions. The enforcement provision that may be made includes provision for a person with public functions to enforce a requirement imposed by or under energy performance regulations, about the sanctions for non-compliance with a requirement imposed by or under energy performance regulations. And what are these sanctions? Here we go. Energy performance regulations may provide for the creation of criminal offences in relation to cases falling within subsections 1B, C or D. This is, by the way, domestic homes. But the regulations may not provide for a criminal offence to be punishable with imprisonment for a term exceeding 12 months. Well, that's generous of them. What they're saying is that if you don't cooperate with these energy regulations, the energy performance regulations, you can be sent to prison for a year. The provision in this law makes it possible to create a criminal offence punishable by up to a year's imprisonment for not cooperating. In other words, not insulating your home, say. And there you have it. The cosy sounding warmer home strategy, which is actually part of this law, means that the government will actually be able to make it a criminal offence not to insulate your home as they direct, or fit a heat pump, or a smart meter. Do look at the links I've given and read the text for yourself. This is exactly why I never trust governments. And when they pass a bill with such a long, complicated and indigestible title, it's a racing certainty that hidden away in the small print will be something outrageous and shocking that they're hoping to slip past without anybody noticing.